Welcome back, everybody. She is the co-host of Food Network's Worst Cooks in America and is about to open her very first restaurant, Phil and Ann's Good Time Lounge. I like the sound of that. Welcome back to our home chef, Ann Burrell. Hi. We're so excited to have you here. So Worst Cooks in America just wrapped its 9th season.
Yes.
9 seasons. I mean, that means there are a lot of really bad cooks.
I am not in fear of losing my job.
No, you are not. But really, worst cooks in America, are they that bad? Can't they just be like not very good cooks?
Oh, I wish. I kind of don't wish because it keeps me in a job. But we don't have to fake anything. I mean, some of like what people have done to food. I mean, just some of the ones that I can remember is like someone's like, oh, I make my baked potato by putting it in the microwave in a plastic bag. And like a plastic grocery bag, and I make sure that the letters face up so they don't actually get on the potato.
And that was just Monday for me.
Right, yeah.
That was just my regular
And that was
Monday.
Kim. So that's one of the worst things you've ever seen.
Somebody who was making meatballs out of corned beef because they thought it was meat and a vegetable.
Wow.
It's like there's no corn in corned
And
beef.
they really are trying. It's not like they're just out.
No,
these are comedians trying to make.
We could not make up the things that these people do. Like we just couldn't even write what they do.
Wow.
Okay, having said that, because they do need some help, what do you say to them to make them feel confident?
Well, I mean, they come into boot camp, and it's a scary place, and I can be a little scary, admittedly, and I kind of like that. But it is, I say, you know, food is like a dog. It smells fear. So if you are nervous and bunched up when you're cooking, guess what? Your food's going to do the same thing. So it's just food, like shake it off, relax, and learn from me. And I want to teach you everything. I want to give them everything I have.
That's beautiful. That's a nice
I have to say, though, the hairstyle is probably intimidating for them.
Well,
you went with this strong choice.
It is a strong choice. I tell you, I was a victim of bad hair for years and years and years, and so I'm making up for it with a vengeance. Like my mom put the bowl on my head and had the Dorothy for years, and I'm like, but Mom, I want Farrah Fawcett hair, and she's like, no. And so, you know, spiky blonde is where it's at, and everyone's like, oh, you got it from Guy Fieri. No, for the record,
It is where it is.
For
I mean, look at that.
For the record, I had it first, and I was on the Food Network first. Hi guys. You guys couldn't kick my butt.
He was inspired by you. That is the best compliment ever.
Right. Sure. I'm sure that's the way he's going to tell that story.
Oh my God. So today you're making your delicious steak sandwiches. I've never seen or smelled anything quite like this.
So this
Can
steak,
we start?
yes, dig it. This steak sandwich has all the goodies. I mean, it's filet mignon, which is big meat, but filet isn't a hugely flavorful piece of steak. It's super tender, so we give it a lot of super secret flavor weapons. We have chimichurri, we have camembert, which is a stinky cheese and nice and melty, and we have grilled onions, and of course, I think whenever you put a fried egg on anything, it just makes it sexy.
It really does.
Wow.
I don't know. What do you think? Is that a sexy sandwich?
Yes.
Yes, and that's a lot of napkin sandwich. That makes it delicious. So, because the filet is so thin, it cooks really quickly. We've got a little egg happening here, so a little egg right in the pan. Wow.
So do you usually like to use cast iron when you cook?
I love a cast iron for searing steak and stuff like that. That brown food tastes good, you know. So we really like that.
I'm a little like, is this a breakfast sandwich? Because it's steak and egg.
Oh, that's true.
It could be a breakfast sandwich. No? Sometimes I like it at, say, like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Does that count as breakfast? I wouldn't say I've just gotten up, but I will say that it's
early
really,
in the morning.
It's early in the morning, and it's really good right about at that time.
Here's what I love: all the flavor combinations. Sometimes, if you go to a restaurant now, they always have 2 or 3 things on the menu that are not needed. But when you take the chimichurri and the egg and the steak and the stinky cheese, it's magnificent, I gotta tell you.
Good, yay. So then we have just a toasted Kaiser roll, and we get everything, you know.
Does it have to be Kaiser?
Or just any kind of roll you want, like bread. It could be a baguette, whatever you like.
Oh, lovely.
I mean, and I'm very particular about a sandwich. I mean, there is an art to a sandwich. It's not just things slapped between 2 bread. So, you know, you need the appropriate bread for whatever is going inside. You need to have every bite be the same, so we construct it perfectly. You don't want a sandwich that's going to, like, rip the inside of your mouth.
No.
You don't want it to shoot out the other side.
You want to have the perfect bite every time.
Yes, exactly.
Are you going to be serving this at your restaurant?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, of course.
What would you say is your signature dish?
My favorite thing to make ever is pasta. I'm a pasta girl from way back. Like, I just love the ritual of kneading the flour and eggs and then rolling it out and then cutting the dough into whatever shape that you want it to. And it's like, where are you going to go with it? Is it a short pasta, a rolled pasta, a long pasta, stuffed pasta? What kind of sauce do you want to put on it? Like,
you're so passionate about pasta.
Well, I'm so passionate about sandwiches too.
I have a question about bread. I want to go back to the bread.
Okay.
I agree with you 100% on bread, but it's got to be, especially this, it's a softer bread. Like a baguette, it's really, like you bite into it and it's, like for me, I love brioche bread.
Don't you break my yolk. Don't you break my yolk.
I wasn't sure.
Don't you break my yolk. All right. So we have
Oh my God. So how long you going oven?
So just till the cheese melts.
Okay.
And then we take this beautiful egg. We're like, hello, gorgeousness.
Wow.
The yolk is not broken because I wouldn't let you.
Okay.
Almost broke.
No broken yolk.
That was like crisis averted there.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Gosh.
She's not
and then
yoking about that.
chimichurri.
She is not yoking.
I'm not yoking.
I got it.
I mean, that's like the fifth I had for Mark today.
And why is your chimichurri so good?
Well, really?
Yeah, no, really.
Really, Mark Summers? So, yes, let's cut this bad boy. First of all, like, it's nice and fresh. Chimichurri is cilantro, and it's some garlic and some onions and a little vinegar and crushed red pepper and stuff. It's super fresh. It's super delicious. Plus, I taste my food. This is one thing that all cooks at home, like, people are like, I don't know, I'm not a good cook. Well, do you taste your food?
Right.
And people look at me like I am crazy. Taste your food. Taste my food while I'm cooking.
Of course.
Right. And then I say, well, how should your food taste? And they're like, I don't know. And I'm like, food should taste good.
Boy.
There's a problem if food doesn't taste
you have
Yeah,
to
maybe
taste
they
this.
shouldn't be cooking.
This
Oh, is that why?
It's ridiculous.
good. Did you see that? Did you see that?
It's so-
We should have like an instant replay of that guy.
Oh, it's
Hello,
heavenly.
No,
beautiful.
Debbie, bite,
man.
bite.
Get in there.
He goes
Bite.
I love it when I make
That's
people
pretty-
say that.
She
Oh,
goes in,
damn,
yeah.
This is
Easily top 3 sandwiches I've ever had in my life.
this is right up there at the very top.